What's up, guys? Today we are here in Tampa Bay, Florida at the beautiful Florida Aquarium. I'm your host, Corey Yarkin, here with my man, Ryan Funk. What's going on?
Chilling, how are you?
I'm good. This is awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna learn how to shoot GoPro cameras in the water properly, like these two right here. And we're gonna swim in the water with some of our favorite sea creature friends.
Dude, there's like turtles and stingrays and sharks and all sorts of things going on. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so before we dive into the deep with these GoPro cameras, Ryan, what do we need to know?
Okay, first we're gonna go over some things for the GoPro Hero 4. Then we're gonna learn about the underwater housing. We're gonna learn about filtration. And we're gonna learn about safety tips while swimming and shooting.
Sounds really awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So you first said underwater housing.
Underwater housing.
Tell me about it.
Every GoPro comes with an underwater housing. It's really simple to use. You would take it, you would put it in, clean the O-ring here. If there's any obstruction in there, it could cause some kind of leakage or something like that.
We don't want any leakage.
No.
That doesn't sound good.
Because of the temperature of the outside and the water, we have these fog inserts that we stick right here on the side, and that will help from the camera fogging up.
What's next?
Next is our LCD touchscreen back. It's the part of the housing that you can set all your settings for the GoPro while it's sealed.
Okay, so essentially you can change things while you're underwater.
Up to 10 feet.
Okay, so if you really want it set a certain way, do it before you jump in.
That's exactly correct.
Cool.
Next is filters and accessories.
Okay, what about this guy?
This guy right here is a red filter.
Why do you use red?
Well, red is great when you're diving in blue water because the first color that leaves the lighting spectrum is actually red. So we're actually gonna add it back to make it a nice, beautiful look.
Okay, cool. Are there other filters and colors?
There actually is. There's a lot of different filters you could use, but magenta is another one that we can speak about right now, especially standing in front of this green water.
Ooh.
What it does is it subtracts the green out of the water and makes it nice and clean as well. Now the magenta filter is great for inland and lakes.
I keep looking at this guy in your hands. Check this out.
That is a macro lens adapter. With this thing, you could get from 3 inches to 12 inches up to an object. When you're diving deep and you see something such as coral, you can get nice and clean, get good definition and nice focus.
Okay, cool. Just watch out for those electric eels.
Yeah.
So last but not least is
safety. There's a few tips that we should go over.
Okay.
One of them has to do with getting ready for yourself and the camera in the water.
Okay.
What we want to do is we want to get comfortable and confident with our camera gear and everything while we're shooting. Make sure you practice with your gear topside. Topside being outside of the water. Buoyancy is the ability for an object to float. So you have 3 levels of floating. You have a positive buoyancy, which means it's gonna rise to the top.
Right.
You have a neutral buoyancy, which means you let go and it'll float in front of you. And then you have a negative buoyancy, which means it's going to drop and sink.
What about this camera?
This camera right here has a negative buoyancy.
Which means it will drop and sink.
That's exactly right. And then of course the last thing is the buddy system.
Oh.
The buddy system is very important. You wanna make sure you're with somebody so you guys are safe. When you're together, you can watch each other's back in the water.
Right.
So later on today, make sure that you have a buddy when you're diving.
Wait, we're going diving later?
No, you're going diving.
Wait, what about the buddy system?
Well, that's the cool thing is there's gonna be a dive master with you.
Oh.
So why don't we go get suited up and check it out?
Okay,
All right,
let's
do
do
it.
this.
Corey, I'd like to introduce you to Eric from the Florida Aquarium.
Great to meet you, Corey.
Nice to meet you too. This is an incredible place.
Well, thank you very much. We're very proud of everything here at the Florida Aquarium, from the Florida wildlife, and a bunch of my friends you're going to meet in our coral reef environment of the Florida Keys.
So I know I'm going diving, and when I was walking around earlier, I saw all sorts of amazing things, but I also saw sharks. Should I be nervous?
You should not be nervous. You should be excited.
Oh my gosh. Like I'm literally about to go swimming with sharks and there's no cage. And I've seen all the rows of teeth. They're real. Like what you see and want to see more, make sure to like, subscribe. If you want to know more about Full Sail University, visit us at fullsail.edu. Bye.